When I get up early in the morning by 5, finish my morning prayers, ablution, workout, then I sit with my mother for 1 or 2 hours and we just talk over tea and breakfast. Today's talk was something very nice, so I thought let me share with you people. And I'm going to talk my mother's wisdom. My friend, wisdom says, uh, as per the dictionary, is a hopeful attempt to define the indefensible. It is the ability to judge soundly and deal sagaciously with facts, especially as they relate to the life and conduct. And everyone knows that wisdom is most is more than it is a kind of more than that. And my mother feels that it is a kind of glow that lightens the man's world when he has experienced much and drawn the best from what he has experienced. It is, she says, invisible plus sign that all of us would like to have added to the sum of our lives. Common sense, she says, is an uncommon uncommon degree is what the world called actually wisdom. My friend, the greatest men are usually the simplest, the most approachable, and the most willing to share the insight that have made them what they are. And she's actually what I said is this: very approachable, simple, down to the earth. Fortunate are those people, my friend, who are privileged to catch a spark from one of these immortals like my mother. You all must be having your parents and your mentor. And what are these sparks in the words of wisdom you pick from them? You pass it on to next generations or to the people you come across, in your life. It is when when I was going to join long back the Indian Armed Forces to Academy, while she came to see me off in the railway station, my mother gave me those parting words of wisdom. She said, "Zahid, my son, go and just try to achieve something, whatever you do, and forget about success. Concentrate on what you're doing and do your best. That's it." And there she was trying to teach me the difference between achievement and success. It took me long. It took me very long to understand the real difference between achievement and success, what she just told me, but I have not forgotten ever. Let me tell you that my childhood was spent in a stern and a sober preparation for the future. What was remarkable about my mother was not her insistence that I must take my studies very seriously, but a resolve that I remained unspoiled by any of the distractions when a child can go astray. She believed, and even today she believes, remain undeterred in her understanding that children should be loved and disciplined, but never ever indulged. I was expected to work hard and absolutely decent in my behavior at all time, with full etiquette and mannerism. We call it, she used to say, talim apni jagah aur tarbiyat apni jagah. Both has to go in tandem. You cannot have a talim without tarbiyat, grooming, and we cannot have a tarbiyat without talim. Both has to go together. I remain very serious to her instructions. I was expected to work hard and absolutely decent in whatever I was supposed to be doing or whatever I am doing. I had little freedom, but I had what every children must need and most need. That is the feeling of security that comes from firm guidance and very clearly defined rules, no ambiguity at all. Every time I say something or do something, her very firm and polite reminder to me has been, remember your manners. Maybe politely, maybe in the form of a warning, so that I don't repeat it again. Whenever somebody praises me, it's a normal thing. Any relative comes, any friends visiting, they will start praising your children. But whenever somebody praises me for anything, my mother always shielded me from such praises. She said, and she used to say, and even says even today, that the most important thing in life is the knowledge that you have studied and worked hard, and the best that is in you. My son, that is achievement. Success is being praised by others, and that's nice too, but not as important or satisfying. Always aim for achievement and forget about success. Everything you do, you must do with your best of the effort and understanding. You will achieve something or the other. I wish I could say that my mother's advice was immediately heeded and always remembered. Yes, I did. Maybe sometimes in the younger days I could have forgotten, but generally I had never forgotten her advice. She maintained that you have to have few hard facts to face, my child. You reached the age where you can no longer get when in my middle when I reached about 40 or something, and I still used to talk like juveniles. Her reprimand or advice, the word of wisdom to me, is to be very explicit. She could say very frankly to me every time that you have reached the age where you can no longer get by on just being young and cute. From here on, you have to be a professional. You have to have knowledge. You have to have the wisdom. I used to feel hurt and humiliated, of course, but in my heart I knew that she was right. One has to grow and get out these jackets of the childhood activities. You have to be become better every day. Success might follow or it might not, but I knew that I was a man, a professional, and I have to behave accordingly, commensurate to my age. All this was what I tried to, whatever I have learned from my mother, I always tried to pass on to my daughter Zahra. I don't know how far I succeed or how much she receives. I have tried to explain her that the last every time that I wanted her to understand that success without achievement is nothing, but achievement can stand alone. I hope I have understood, she also understands. How fortunate, my friend, and delightful to have been blessed with such a company. A generous mother, a wise mother, who overlooks trivialities, always encourages you and supports you, who keeps her mind instinctively fixed on whatever is good and positive. She has no vanity. And I've never seen that she has something called jealousy. No reserves. Whatever she has, she spends it all, gives it to all, and she gets it again. And she always feeds on true and the solid whenever she finds it. And what is more, she finds it everywhere. All you have to have, she says, is your attitude correct and your eyes fixed on good things. Nazariya badal jaye to nazara badal jata hai. I'm so grateful to God. She's 77 now. That we both gel well. We talk. We sing. We fight. We eat. And laugh together. Long live my mother. May God keep you always healthy. Thank you very much.